When 6'5", 210-pounder Joe Mahan tangled with Tyrell Goulbourne with the Winterhawks up 3-0, he probably expected to put down the much smaller Goulbourne. But the 5'11", 196-pounder threw rights and then lefts and then a huge right, and that haymaker felled the big bird. It was a statement for the Rockets' tough guy, and he wasn't shy about celebrating his victory.
We're going to get a sold-out crowd, and your team's kind of down on the energy. You got to do something to bring it up, and I knew being down 3 with a sold-out barn, if I was able to get into a scrap, it'd bring the energy back in the building. And luckily, I came out on top of it, and I got the crowd as much into it as possible, and it fired the boys up a bit. So when you win in anything, it's fun, and I mean, winning in fights, I'm going to say it's fun to win.
The fight between two of the league's most frequent combatants did help rally the Rockets, who were listless at that point. But they ultimately fell just short in a televised game with the top team in the CHL. Goulbourne is right-handed, but he does shoot left, and that may confuse his opponents.
When you can switch it up and keep them guessing and keep them off balance, I mean, I like to fight defensively and react to them, but sometimes when you throw your lefts, it keeps them off balance.
The takedown has become a YouTube sensation in the hockey fight world. At last count, over 130,000 views. That's a big league number for a junior scrap.
I was kind of surprised. I mean, the David versus Goliath thing was kind of crazy, but it's kind of a non-factor. If there's 2,000 views or 100,000 views, it doesn't matter. Fighting's part of my job, and I'm totally accepting that. And it's not that I hate fighting. It's not that I love to fight. It's what I do.
But Goulbourne, like a lot of tough guys, wants to be known as more than a pugilist. And he does have some decent skills to back that up. Perhaps ironically, considering his role, he's got soft hands and has that ability to get around a defender and cut in on goal using his strength, skating, and puck protection.
Growing up, I ran track, so I mean, maybe it's a little bit of that. I was able to, get an explosive speed from track, and it's carried over to hockey. So I've been working on a lot in the summer and a lot this year. I like to be strong in the penalty kill, and I'm relied on there. So, and in my own zone, I like to be strong too. So it's not just the fighting aspect. It's putting me out there knowing that I'm going to bring more to the table than that, just that.
The Rockets forward had a good month in January. 3 goals, 6 assists, and yes, 45 penalty minutes in 14 games. Goulbourne was passed over in last year's NHL draft, but he knows there are always scouts out there looking for players just like him. In fact, he had an opportunity this fall to scrimmage with a guy smaller than him who has made a decent NHL career out of hitting, fighting, and scoring the occasional goal.
There's not too many players like me, I would think. I mean, you got guys like Jordan Tutu in the NHL. I mean, I've never seen anybody work as hard. We were able to skate with him, and that guy never stops moving his feet. So I took a lot from the NHL players, and they kind of told me what it takes to make it, and that's what I'm going to try and do.